everyone, I am back, and this time it's time to take all of my makeup off. Let's walk through my PM skincare steps. If you missed the first part, which is my AM skincare video, I will link that in the description box, and if I'm really good and on my game, I will link it somewhere up here. Anyway, I'm gonna run you through a lot of products. There are 5 different brands, I believe, represented here. And I wish I could tell you that there was some scientific process for how I choose what I choose to use in the evening, but it's all whim and whatever I feel like and whatever my skin's like. So let's get on with it. First thing, I always start with removing my eye makeup, and if I'm wearing a particularly bright lipstick like this one, my lipstick as well, I reach for micellar water. The last few months, it's still been this guy from Vichy, the 3-in-1 one-step cleansing micellar solution. I just put that on a cotton round. I usually use 1 cotton round per eye, and then just whichever's still left in my hand, I swipe and I remove my lipstick. Next step, this has not changed in years now, is the cleansing. And without doubt, I'm always using my Colleen Rothschild Radiant Cleansing Balm. I almost feel like I have trained myself that the minute I smell this, my body just starts to relax. It knows it's time to go to sleep. So I just take the back of my finger and kind of scoop out about a fingernail size amount, forgive the finger I'm using, and I then transfer it to my hands, rub it so that it melts a little bit in my fingertips, and proceed to massage my entire dry face all over, eyes, eyelashes, everything down my neck. Meanwhile, I am running my hot water, and whenever you purchase one of the Radiant Cleansing Balms, it comes with a muslin cloth. You can also order more muslin cloths from Colleen Rothschild if you just want more. I have about 7,000 of these. So every night I reach for a clean one. I get it really soaked in the water and as hot as water as I can stand. Not like so hot that you're gonna scald your face. Squeeze it out, and then I just put it right over my face and press it and gently hold it against my face for about, I don't know, 10-15 seconds. And then I begin to wipe the balm, cleansing balm, and all the stuff that comes with it. And I constantly rinse it under the water, squeeze it out, and do it over and over until it is all removed. It is such a lovely, soothing experience. If there's only one Colleen Rothschild product you ever buy, I'm telling you, you will not regret the Radiant Cleansing Balm. I have bought dozens of them. Now the next step just completely depends on my mood. So if I feel like my skin is feeling kind of congested or a little oily, sometimes it gets oily, or clogged, this I picked up, it was recommended by Caroline Hirons, and it was one of her boxes from Cult Beauty. And this is the MV Organic Skincare 9 Oil Cleansing Tonic. And it's for normal, dry, or oily skin, congestion, and sun damage. So basically, if your skin is in any way feeling out of sorts, I don't use this every day. I don't even use this every week, but when I'm just feeling kind of ick. And what you do is you just put, after you've washed your face, you put about 6 to 8 drops in your hand, you rub it in a little bit, and then you massage it all over your face and concentrate specifically on the areas that are not great, like a pimply area or a sunburn area. And then again, you reach for your muslin cloth and you get it wet and you wring it out and you hold it to your face for 5 to 10 seconds all over your face. You don't rinse it, like you don't rub it. You just hold the hot cloth to your face and it sort of just gets absorbed and goes away. So that's on the nights when it's out of sorts. If I am prepping for a sunless tan, or I guess maybe once or twice a week just because to get rid of dead, flaky, dry skin, I reach for one of 2 physical exfoliants. So the first one, and the one I've been using forever, this is I think my 4th jar and it's almost all gone, is the Colleen Rothschild Dual Enzyme Polish. I usually use this on the nights when I'm going to follow up with washing my hair because you get your face kind of damp, you scoop out a bunch, and you put it all over your face, except for your eyes, and you let it sit. And there are fruit enzymes in there, and as it sits on your face, it works, you know, the dead, the dry, the dehydrated, whatever needs to come off. You leave it on for about 5 to 10 minutes. I leave mine on for the full 10 minutes. And usually, like I said, I use it the nights I'm gonna hop into the shower. So as I'm getting the rest of my clothes off, I'm running my water. By the time I hop in the shower, the water's not fully heated up because you don't wanna wash your face with the scalding hot water that you probably use in the shower. I rinse that off and then my skin is baby soft and bright and lovely. The nights where I'm not necessarily going to shower, but I still want to exfoliate, and I kind of, this one's pretty expensive, I believe, so I don't use it as often, and I love it. It's the Oskia London Micro-Exfoliating Balm, and again, this was a Caroline Hirons recommendation. I have been rationing this out bit by bit. Again, I use about the same amount as a long fingernail, and after you've cleansed your skin, it's the same idea. You massage it onto your face and neck, and you avoid the eye area. You add a little bit of water, just get your hands a little wet, and as you massage it in, it turns into sort of a milky, very, very extremely finely gritty substance. And so it's the most gentle physical exfoliant I could have ever used, and I love that too. But these exfoliant things, I don't use more than, I'd say, twice a week. That's plenty for me. Now, are you still with me? It's a long video. Now we get to the chemical exfoliating part. And in the morning, I use the Colleen Rothschild Mandelic Acid Radiance Toner. That's very gentle. But in the evening, I bring out the big guns. And I kind of alternate, is basically what I've been doing. So every other night, I use my Sunday Riley Good Genes. This is not new to you. You've seen me use this before. One full pump all over the face except for the eye area. It's a little sensitive, and then follow with the next step. On the alternate nights, for about a month and a half, I've been using this one from Strivectin. Again, not a brand that's new to my channel. This is the Overnight Resurfacing Concentrate, and this one is a pipette. And I just do a full pipette onto my face, and it's the same concept. Drip it down, get it between the fingers, pat it all over except for the eyes. Now that I'm exfoliated, I'm exhausted, I'm ready for bed. No, there's more. Not every night, but sometimes, especially if I'm feeling very dry and parched, I will follow up with a serum. This is the Vichy Aqualia Thermal Serum. It's just a very hydrating serum, but it's very light. And there's no rhyme or reason why I reach for it. Just once or twice a week, I'll just add this to the routine, and I wake up a little fresher, a little more moisturized. Next up is eyes, and again, it just sort of depends what I feel like. So some nights I use the Colleen Rothschild Complete Eye Cream. Again, a major favorite of mine. Need to get more. Has no odor. I never really noticed that. That's when I really want a nice, good moisturizer, like a little more rich under the eyes. But on the nights that I'm maybe feeling a little hot, and maybe I've been outside and I just don't want that creamier feeling, I've been reaching for the Vichy. Again, it's part of the Aqualia Thermal collection, and I really wish Colleen Rothschild would put hers in a pump. I love this. It's just a little less, it's not less moisturizing, but it's more gel-like, so it feels less heavy on the skin. And that just, again, just kind of like, which one do I feel like? Now, here's where we get into even more ridiculousness. On nights when my skin is hot and tired and like feels really taut because I've been outside in the heat, I actually don't feel like more moisturizer. I usually feel like less moisturizer. So that's when I use another Vichy product, again from the Aqualia Thermal line, and I mentioned this in my Vichy video back in June. It's the Mineral Water Gel, and it's a moisturizer, but it's very liquidy actually. I can't show you, but it's blue. And it's very lightweight, and it's very cooling on the skin. It feels very refreshing. It's still hydrating, but it's not heavy. However, if I feel like some serious, heavy, really enriching moisturizer, like bringing out the big guns, that's when I reach for the same product line, but this is their, where is it in English? It's just the Rich, Aqualia Thermal Rich, and it's just a much thicker, look at that. I mean, it's thick. It's a serious, serious moisturizer. There was one other one that I forgot to bring, and it's the Night Spa one, also by Vichy. I would use that interchangeably with the Rich formula. The Night Spa one is maybe just a smidgen lighter if you're afraid of using a really heavy one. That one I left under my sink by accident. And then, finally, we are not done. The last step, no matter what, is a pump of the Colleen Rothschild Face Oil number 9. This stuff is genius. There's 9 different face oils in here. I don't know what's in here, but no matter what, I do one pump, rub it between my hands, and just pat it all over my face. It's a miracle in a bottle. It's amazing. And one trick that Colleen taught me when I saw her in Dallas in April is if you want to give it even a little more extra kick and you don't feel like using the Vichy products, I take a scoop of her Extreme Recovery Cream, just like a scoop like this. Actually, I use the back of my finger so I don't get it under my nail. So the back of my finger, I kind of use my hand as a palette and I smear it in there, and then I do a pump of the face oil and I kind of do a little cocktail and I massage it and I rub it all in my face, and you look glowy because you've got oil and cream smeared all over your face, but you wake up radiant. So if you have like extremely dry skin, or if it's winter time and we're running the heat, that's generally the combo that I reach for. Whew. Everybody ready for bed? I'm ready for bed. That was a lot of talking. I do have to say that in real life, if I was not gibbering at you, gibbering, is that a word? I'm jabbering. This whole routine takes like literally 5-6 minutes tops, but we needed to talk it all out. So that is the PM skincare routine, a get unready with me, if you will, and then we are fresh and clean and ready for the next morning to begin. I would love to hear if you have used any of these products or if you think I'm absolutely nuts, I've lost my mind and this is way too much. I have become a huge fan of Caroline Hirons, who samples 8 million different skincare products at a time. I wouldn't go as far as Caroline, but I do have 2, 3, 5 brands that I like to cycle through on a weekly basis. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with me. It's time to go to bed, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. What's in my purse? This is the summer edition. I love watching these kinds of videos. It gives me great ideas for what to carry in my own purse, and it satisfies my little, I don't know, desire to sneak a peek in other people's things. Admit it, you feel the same.